Welcome to Evening Yin Yoga, getting started in a seated position. Taking a moment, if you'd like to, lift your seat and sit on a bolster or a towel. If not, maybe pulling the flesh away from your sitting bones, allowing your seat to feel nice and heavy. Taking a couple of breaths, allowing your crown to float over top of your tailbone. Allowing for a last few movements before we settle into stillness. Taking notice of how your body is responding to this seat. Taking a couple of breaths, closing your eyes when you're ready to turn inward. Allowing your chest to gently lift with your inhale, softening through your face with your exhale. Noticing the temperature of the air as it enters your body. Feeling a nice long spine. With each breath, if you would like to take a simple pranayama, we can begin to elongate the inhalations. Drawing a breath in through the nose and slowly releasing. Taking a breath for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, softening through your neck muscles, and we'll elongate that exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling through your nose. And exhale. 5, 6. Allow your breath to come naturally. Soften across your nose as you breathe through your nostrils, tracing each molecule of oxygen down the pathway, down your throat, through your chest cavity, into your lungs, and releasing each breath. Softening your shoulders down the back body. Feel your crown floating over your tailbone. Drawing the palms to heart center for Anjali Mudra. Allowing the thumbs to touch your chest as you inhale. Feeling a gentle lift of your shoulders. With your exhale, you can draw your chin down into your chest. Taking this bow of gratitude to yourself for showing up to this evening practice to expand through your cool tissues, balancing with all of the heat we build throughout our days, tension. We will find release. You can take another inhale here, gently lifting your chest into the thumbs, feeling the expansion across the back of your neck, and gently releasing your palms in front of you. We'll roll over the knees, coming through tabletop. Press back into child's pose of your choice. Maybe you bring a cushion under your forehead. You're welcome to take a bolster between your knees. As this is our first long hold posture, you might want to ease into it. That's more than welcome. taking your time to arrive, taking time to release any muscle engagement. Softening across your shoulders, allowing your forehead to feel nice and heavy, almost as if you had a weight on the back of your skull. And sending some breath down deep into your hip sockets. See if you can let your tailbone feel heavy as well. Almost as if I could come around and place a sandbag across your sacrum. Breathing slow, expansive inhalations. And remembering to focus on your breathing, keeping a nice, slow, cool breath. Listening to your deep tissue react to these long holds. Welcome the messages that you have to send to yourself. In today's class, we'll be following through 3 different meridians: the kidneys, the liver, and the gallbladder. 3 out of the 6 lower body main meridians, calling energy into our digestive system so that we might also be able to digest our emotions, our daily life, processing and ridding ourselves of the toxins. You might take a nice slow inhale through your nose and maybe drop your jaw and exhale through your mouth. Taking 2 more of those. If you'd like, a nice cleansing exhale can really settle the nervous system. Taking some time with your anatomy, moving as if you're moving through water, bringing your palms underneath the shoulders to press into the ground. And we'll walk the palms back so that you're seated on your ankles. And rolling over the feet, gently allowing the legs to extend in front of you. And we'll take a nice wide butterfly. Now, if for whatever reason this doesn't feel right in your body, you're welcome to pull your feet closer in for this forward fold. Otherwise, we'll focus it a little more on the outsides of the legs by taking those feet further away from the body, building up a little bit of support for your posture, whatever feels nice, and slowly releasing your chin into your chest, releasing your forehead into this foundation that you have provided for yourself. And as you arrive, give yourself a few breaths to settle in, softening through your shoulders. And if you're having trouble softening through your shoulders, you might find your palms facing up, out in front of you, or wherever is comfortable for those arms to land so that you can release any muscle tension through your spine. And as we trace these 3 meridians, the backs of our feet, the pinky toe side of the foot is where the liver meridian begins. And as that's pressing into your foundation, allow your body to absorb this strength and nutrition through the earth into your being. Taking nice slow breaths into your belly. Finding some softness across your low back. And if you'd like to take a mantra for this posture, you can inhale to yourself. I have purpose. And I am worthy as I am. Allowing your skull to feel nice and heavy as it tractions through your spine. Sending some attention into your knee joint. Softening through your face. Allowing your belly to expand, creating a little more space. Sending some love down the backs of your thighs. Remembering that these gentle pulls on our tendons and ligaments are what will bring hydration into our joints. Playing with your edge, taking slow breaths, listening to that deep tissue and what it has to say. If you'd like to remove any blocks under your forehead to pull your edge a little further for these last few moments, that might be nice. We'll take 5 breaths to complete this butterfly fold. Softening through your muscles. Releasing tension in your neck and shoulders. And if you'd like for your last exhale, you can drop your jaw and let it go. Bringing the palms onto the mat underneath your shoulders and slowly pressing your torso over your hips, walking the palms back. And we'll take, if you'd like, you can take your hands on the outsides of each knee to plant each foot. starting very passively, and then we'll take the hands behind you and give a gentle windshield wiper to those knees, welcoming in this gentle muscle engagement as you rebound, feeling that creep back into your anatomy. And we'll go ahead and land the knees on the right side and tuck that left foot all the way over. Take some time to arrive here. Your left hip is going to be lifted. That's just fine. Maybe you'd like to pull that ankle back a little more. Play around with it. We'll take a gentle twist. Once you figure out where you want your legs, we'll gently walk the fingertips over that right knee and around. Maybe you leave that left hand on your right knee. If you'd like, you can peer over your right shoulder. If not, you can just take a gentle gaze at the floor in front of you. Softly releasing that left hip flexor. You might have a block under your hand that might be a nice support. Taking some nice slow breaths, allowing your spine to react to the twist. We'll send some love down into those kidneys as we twist through each side here. Taking slow breaths, softening through your neck. Releasing any muscle engagement in your left thigh. Feel like those hamstrings and glutes really want to engage. See if you can just dissolve into the twist. Finding stillness within your body, deepening your edge as it feels appropriate. If you are peering over that right shoulder, checking in with your neck. We'll take 3 more breaths, gently cleansing our organs with each inhale, sending some love down into those kidneys, detoxifying organs. When you're ready, with your inhale, take your gaze forward slowly. And your exhale, release your shoulders. And taking your time to lean back into your hands and gently unfurl the left leg. We'll bring those feet right in front of you and begin that windshield wiper motion again. Taking it as slowly as you feel necessary. Can't move too slowly in yin. And when you come to land on the left side, go ahead and find that right leg, tucking back if it feels nice, allowing that right hip to gently lift if it does, and settling in to your deer wherever feels best in your anatomy. And when you're ready, walking your hands across, around to the left side, eventually finding that right hand on your left knee. Maybe you have a block underneath your left hand to create some ease in that arm so that you're not engaging too much. Softening into your twist. Check in with that right leg, that right hamstring and glute. See if you can soften through that joint. Drop your right hip by disengaging those muscles. Softening through your calves. Sending some love back down into those kidneys as we come through the twist on the other side. Softening through your face. Check in with your neck. If you're peering off over your left shoulder, make sure you're softening and not building tension. Listening to your breath and allowing your deep tissue to slowly react to this deep hold. Checking back in with that back thigh, softening through those glutes, through that knee joint. We'll take 3 more breaths. When you're ready, using your inhale to slowly turn your chin forward. Exhale, allow the shoulders to follow. And when you're ready, gently leaning back into your palms, allowing that right leg to unfurl, planting those feet out in front of you, and we'll give another windshield wiper. And using that same entry method, let's go ahead and land on the left side again. And we'll come into swan. So if you need to grab a prop or two, maybe grab a bolster, pillow to put out in front of you, and bringing your right leg behind your body, taking your time to arrive, slowly straightening through that right leg. Maybe you even rock that heel back and forth. In your yang yoga classes, this is called pigeon, but we will be putting this swan to sleep. So if a little back bend is okay for you, we'll stay here for a moment. Otherwise, you're welcome to lower your head now. Staying in this back bend, bringing your palms to your side, soften through your face as you let your hips release. Lifting through your chest with your inhale, soften through your low back and sacrum. See if you can release that right glute. And we'll take 1 more breath here. And then lower your head down, coming into sleeping swan. Now you're welcome to keep it kind of lifted on a prop, or if you would like to go all the way down, that's also welcome. Taking a few breaths to arrive, asking yourself if the angle of your left knee is where you'd like it, allowing for some gentle shifts. Using your foot, maybe you wiggle your knee out a little bit if you'd like a more open hip. And finding some softness as you release your crown into your foundation. Allowing each breath to fill you with self-love. And as we crunch across this hip flexor and the top of the thigh, expanding across that quad, crunching into the inner thigh. There's a lot going on in this posture. We're definitely engaging all three of the meridians, but let's take some focus on the gallbladder. Taking some deep breaths, allowing this organ that might be seemingly worthless. However, our gallbladders actually do more for us than we could possibly know. Our internal organs working as a team to keep our bodies cleansed. Softening into that left leg. Taking slow, deep breaths, allowing your belly to expand into your hip joints, into that thigh. Creating more space. With each breath. Allowing your edge to melt further and further. Releasing any muscle engagement you're finding as the creep comes through the muscles. We'll take 3 complete breaths in through the nose. And if you'd like, for your last exhale, you're welcome to drop your jaw. Take a cleansing breath. And taking your time to gently press into your palms. Slowly working your torso back up, walking those palms to frame your knee, and very slowly rolling back into your hips. So you can bend into that right knee. We'll come through that deer sit pose and coming back on your hands, bringing your feet out in front of you. We'll take that gentle windshield wiper, moving nice and slow, taking all the time that you can, and just noticing how each side feels very different, and allowing for this gentle rebound to come through that left hip socket. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and land on the right side with that right knee bent in front of you, taking your time to come through deer pose, extending the left leg behind your body. And again, settling in, working with your own anatomy. Maybe you'd like to take your knee wider or more narrow, more parallel. Everyone should look pretty different in this posture. And you can go ahead and lower your head if you'd like. If you're avoiding these back bends, or we'll take a little back extension, spinal extension, gently lifting through your chest. You can slowly press into the ground if that helps expand through your spine. Taking a few breaths here, releasing your left leg, release that left glute, and allow for this compression to come through your spine. Taking a few slow breaths, lifting that heart center. And when you're ready, on your last exhale, you can lower your head for sleeping swan. Maybe you make a pillow with your palms or your props. Taking a few breaths to settle in. Softening through that right hip socket as the compression begins to build. Bringing a little bit of attention back into that gallbladder space. Sometimes you might feel like a gallbladder where people don't understand your worth. Take a breath and let that go. You are worthy. And in this posture, if you'd like to take an inhale to yourself, to repeat, I have purpose. And I am worthy just the way I am. I am worthy of self-love. And I'm worthy of the love that others have to give. Checking in with that right leg, that bent leg. See if there are muscles that are gently engaging as you compress. See if you can release through that thigh, through that hip socket. Check in with your left glute. Make sure that muscle is melting down, releasing any tension through the knee. Softening through your face. And we'll take 3 slow, expansive breaths, allowing your belly to fill with air, cleansing as you'd like. Your last exhale, you can drop your jaw. And taking your time to gently press into your palms, very slowly walking those palms up to lift your torso and gently rolling into your hips to bend that left leg behind you, coming through deer, coming into that windshield wiper, gently bringing your feet to plant in front of your body and just giving that windshield wiper, slowly rebounding through those hip sockets. Nice. And we'll find some stillness here and we'll come into a small straddle. So a nice low V. Wiggle those toes back and forth. Make sure your knee joints are nice and soft. Maybe build a little bit of a tower here in front of you. And we'll take a little upper body stretch. If this doesn't feel right with you, just release it. Let your palms go. But if you'd like, we can take the palms out to the side into a T and then give yourself a hug and check and see which elbow is on top. I have my left elbow on top. Gently leaning forward to find your elbows landing on your cushion. So that doesn't have to be super deep, but releasing your forehead into those elbows and releasing your knees, releasing your legs, finding the forward fold that fits in your upper and lower body. And remember, your edge does not have to be as far as you can possibly go, although if you'd like, that's more than welcome. Softening through the backs of your hamstrings as your elbows gently lift with that pressure against your little tower that you have built. Soften through your shoulders. And allow for these gentle movements as you deepen. Taking nice slow breaths, noticing the expansion through your side body, through your shoulders. And just take a few more breaths with the arms crossed. And if you have the arms crossed, we'll gently release your palms to the floor, staying in a nice forward fold. Maybe you leave your palms facing up and release your crown either just into gravity or into your props here. Releasing your chin into your chest. Feeling that nice, deep expansion across the back of your neck through that cervical spine. As you have your chin tucked in, creating this gentle compression in your throat. You can bring some attention into your throat chakra, this energetic field of communication. We always talk about communication in yin and how our body is communicating with us. Tap in and see what you can hear, what you can feel, these different forms of communication. Taking a couple more slow breaths. You can drop your jaw and exhale if you'd like. Slowly pressing your palms into the floor, walking your hands up to lift those shoulders over your pelvis. And if you'd like to use your hands, we'll widen our straddle just a little bit. Taking another tower, and now we know maybe we don't need it as high. I know I don't need mine as high. Of course, the higher your tower is, you will be able to pull on your shoulders more. So that is a thing. We'll take the arms out to the side and crossing the other arm over this time. So I had my left the first time, now I have my right. We'll take that forward fold, finding your elbows landing on your little tower and allowing your crown to slowly release. Your chin can gently tuck as your shoulders, as your elbows lift. Soften your shoulders down the back body. Notice the asymmetry as this side feels different from the other side. Welcoming balance into our asymmetrical bodies. Taking some slow, cool breaths, expanding through the shoulders, expanding through the low back. Seeing where you can release, allowing your thighs to gently dissolve into the ground beneath you. Your knee joints like jello. Slow, deep breaths into the belly. Sending some breath down into your hip sockets and up through your shoulders. We'll take 3 more breaths if you have your arms like I do, folded on top of blocks. And using your last exhale to slowly unfurl the arms, coming into a full forward fold. Maybe you find those palms facing up, releasing your chin all the way into your chest. Taking this gentle tuck through your throat. Welcoming balance in your communication that you are receiving as well as you are expressing. Softening across the backs of your hamstrings. Allowing that gentle tug to the backs of the knees to slowly expand all the way into your hip sockets with each breath. Letting your crown drop further and further. And we'll take 3 more breaths, nice and slow. Filling the belly with air. And if you'd like, you can take that audible exhale for your last cleansing breath. And in your time, very slowly walking the palms to bring the shoulders over the pelvis. And yogi's choice, you are welcome to keep your straddle right here, or if you'd like, you can gently open your legs even more because there will be more room now. And we'll take the side stretch. So it can be kind of hard to find comfort in these, so we don't spend too much time here, especially with the upper body. Taking your We'll go to the left side first. So taking your left arm in front of your left leg, slowly release that arm and shoulder. Maybe you just end up like right here. That's totally fine. We'll take this right hand and just bring it behind your body, opening up through that side, this whole side of your right spine, rib cage, releasing any tension in that right hand. You don't need to hold on to anything back there. Finding your shoulders kind of stacked as you release your left hand further and further away from your body, checking in that your right hip is staying grounded, softening into this side body twist. Maybe you close your eyes, take some focus into these organs that are being crunched. Maybe our liver meridian definitely comes through our hip sockets. Also crosses with the lungs as we expand through this thoracic cage with each breath, allowing our liver to do its job, detoxifying, softening through your neck. You might be feeling some tension building in that left shoulder. See if you can release. We'll take 3 breaths. Softening into your side body. And if you'd like, you can drop your jaw for audible exhale. And to come out very slowly, flipping your left palm, you can peer down towards the left hand, slowly bringing your right arm around your body to press into the floor, to bring your torso back to seated. Walking those palms through center. And if you like to use any props for that, feel free to bring them over to your right side. And we'll take the right hand in front of your right leg, slowly releasing into that side bend, taking your left palm behind you, helping these shoulders slowly stack, slowly twist as you gently release your right arm further down that leg, maybe allowing softness to come through your face, down through your neck, as you expand through that left side body with each inhale, pulling your left shoulder back gently, seeing where you can release any muscle engagement. Soften in. These side body stretches really target our psoas, which is this big, thick group of muscles that keeps us upright. You could say it makes us human. Some people also say that we hold a lot of emotion in our psoas. Allow yourself to release what you need to as you gently release your skull down towards the right toes, softening through your face. Inhale, self-love. And exhale, self-doubt. Ridding yourself of any toxins, any toxic emotions that have been sticking around too long. All emotions are important. Let's find some balance, allowing that left hip to feel nice and heavy. Taking 3 more slow, expansive breaths. Continuing to stack the shoulders. And if you'd like, for cleansing exhale, you can drop your jaw. Taking your time to gently flip that right hand, look down towards that arm, allow your left arm to slowly work its way around your body, pressing into the ground, walking up into center, and we will take a quick dragonfly. So one last time, if you'd like, you can open up those legs even more. And we'll take a nice forward fold, tucking the chin into the chest, allowing your head to land on some support, releasing through your knees, releasing through your glutes. Settling in. We'll just take a few breaths here, expanding through those inner thighs. And take one last breath if you'd like to drop your jaw for a cleansing exhale. Walking the palms towards your hips to lift the shoulders. And we'll take the arms, the hands beneath the knees to bend into each knee, very slowly planting each foot in front of you as our rebound already begins to settle in. And bringing your palms on the backs of your thighs, slowly lowering your body down to your spine. We'll bring both knees into your chest. Give them a nice little squeeze. They've been extended for a long time. Take note of to how quickly that muscle soreness dissolves through your knees. Squeezing the knees into the chest, we'll let them release over to your left. Planting the left hand to press your shoulders back to center. Maybe you take your right arm into a cactus, goalpost, or just extend that arm out to the side. Peering over towards your right palm, or you can keep your chin center. Take some nice slow breaths here. If you'd like, you can also bring that left hand onto your right knee. Softening in with each breath, checking in with your legs and seeing if you need to release some muscle engagement. Softening through your thighs. Allowing your shoulders to feel nice and heavy. As the twist gently deepens. We'll take 3 slow breaths in through the nose. Feeling the air swirl in and out of your being, acting as a cleansing. And bringing that left hand underneath the knees, trying to use the strength of just your arm to press the knees back into your chest. Giving a nice squeeze into those knees, and we'll let them fall off to the right. Pressing into your right palm to square the shoulders back down. Maybe you take a cactus arm with that left, or take it out to a T wherever it lands. And maybe you take that right hand onto your left knee. Softening through your legs. Take a few breaths to settle in, keeping those shoulders nice and heavy, allowing this twist to focus through the middle of your spine. Each breath, cleansing and deepening your twist. Checking in with your legs, seeing if you're engaging any muscles as time passes. That happens naturally. Soften each muscle with your breath. And we'll take 3 more slow, cool breaths. Taking the right hand underneath the knees, trying to only use your upper body strength to press into the knees, into the chest. And you can gently rock back and forth as you squeeze maybe one knee into each armpit, slowly releasing through your low spine. Maybe you'd like to take your knees together and draw circles with them. This can be a nice sacral massage, as fast or as slow as comes naturally to you. Making sure to reverse the direction if you are making circles. And we'll tuck the knees into the chest one last time before extending them all the way out, allowing your legs to be long and straight, allowing your heels to extend wide on your mat, maybe rocking your toes back and forth to allow a gentle tuck of your pelvis. Softening through your gaze or allowing your eyes to fall closed. Maybe giving a gentle tuck to your chin so that your neck can be nice and soft as your shoulders settle into the ground. And your spine feels nice and long. You can take a few slow breaths if you'd like. In through the nose. Taking an extended exhale, slowly exhaling, controlling your breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Extending that exhale. See how long you can take before you inhale through your nose. We'll take one more extended exhale all the way out, long and slow, softening your spine into the foundation. And just let yourself breathe naturally. Listen to your breath. Soften through your face. Feel gratitude for these internal organs, however existent or non-existent they may be, they are still important to us. Liver, kidneys, and gallbladder. Allowing yourself to have purpose and worth as you are. As you slowly breathe in through your nose, bring some attention back into your throat and this energy, force, communication. And repeat to yourself, I am receptive and I am expressive. And I welcome discernment as I communicate with others. Taking your time to awaken your physical body as you slowly breathe into your belly, expanding into your lungs, feeling your ribs against the ground, drawing your thumb across your fingertips, pointing and flexing your feet, rolling through your ankles and wrists, bending into your elbows and bending into your knees. If you'd like, a gentle stretch overhead, allowing the knees to fall to one side, pulling your whole body over, curling into a ball for a moment, softening through your face, and taking all the time that you can to slowly press into the ground, keeping your gaze soft, or your eyes can remain closed, remaining in a seat, arriving in your seat. Taking a moment to let your crown float over your tailbone, drawing your palms to heart center. We'll take an inhale, feeling your chest lifting into your thumbs. Exhale to release your chin into your chest. This bow of gratitude to yourself for completing this practice. And I thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Get some water. And let me know if you have any questions.